Hey everybody, it's Chris for AllEars TV and AllEars.net with today's Disney Fast Facts. Today we've got your fun fast facts about the Hall of Presidents. The Hall of Presidents is an opening day attraction located in Liberty Square, housed in a building resembling Philadelphia's Independence Hall. The attraction is a multimedia presentation and stage show featuring audio animatronic figures of all of the United States presidents in a 700-seat theater. The current attraction features a short film depicting a historical account of several American presidencies, followed by a stage presentation where we see all of the presidents in audio animatronic form on one stage at one time. The production features speeches by Lincoln, Washington, the incumbent president, and others. Guests who have visited the Hall of Presidents may have noticed the presidential seal on the floor, guarded by a gate. This location is the only other place the presidential seal can be displayed other than the White House. It actually took an act of Congress to allow its display there. Walt's original plan was to have an attraction called One Nation Under God in Disneyland and have wax figures made of all the presidents, but really thought it would be more interesting to have them move. However, the level of technology he needed didn't exist. But that never stopped Walt. He laid down the challenge to the Imagineers of WED Enterprises to try and make the first audio animatronic in a human form, that of Abraham Lincoln. The show the Imagineers developed revealed the figure of Abraham Lincoln sitting in a chair. He rose out of that chair, stood up, and gave a 5 to 7 minute oratory that consisted of a collection of his famous speeches, and was wildly successful. After Walt Disney's death in 1966, Imagineers were already into prep for the Disney World Resort in Florida and thought that, as a follow-up to Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, they could finally create Walt's original concept of One Nation Under God, and created the Hall of Presidents. All of the first 43 presidents were sculpted by Blaine Gibson. When it came time to sculpt President Obama, Gibson was 90 years old, and turned the task over to his protege, Valerie Edwards. During the production, each president responds to their name with a nod, wave, or other sign of acknowledgement. But the real genius behind the production is the constant fidgeting, looking around, and the characters actually talking to each other in the background. Abraham Lincoln then stands and takes center stage. His speech is remarkably similar to the speech he gave in Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln and still remains very impactful today. While this production closes shortly for the installation of a newly elected president, the show was completely renovated in 1993 after Bill Clinton had been elected to office. Eric Foner, a history professor at Columbia University, was responsible for completely rewriting and changing the script of the show in order to focus more on slavery and other ethical and civil-related issues in the United States. There was also another major renovation for President Obama's installation, when they also upgraded many of the electronics to more modern technology. Bill Clinton became the first president to provide his voice and record the dialogue for his audio animatronic figure. George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and Donald J. Trump have all subsequently contributed to this process. The Q area is filled with so many art and artifacts from presidential history, including portraits of Thomas Jefferson, Ronald Reagan, George Washington, and more. There is a microscope owned by John Quincy Adams, a golf club owned by Woodrow Wilson, and a powder horn used by Theodore Roosevelt. There's even a beer mug that belongs to George Washington. In fact, a hidden Mickey can be found on the sword held by George Washington in one of the lobby portraits. Here's some quick tips for the Hall of Presidents. The show is about 25 minutes. The show is perfect for all ages, but younger children may fidget more than the presidents on stage. There is no height requirement. There is no fast pass available for this attraction. Your wait time is pretty much just until the next show starts. Guests can stay in wheelchairs or ECVs to watch the show. There's your Disney Fast Facts about the Hall of Presidents. Honestly, as well as being an exploration of our American history, it's a true celebration of the artistry of Disney animatronics. Seeing all the presidents on one stage is always fairly awe-inspiring in both a patriotic and technological way. As always, we'd love to hear your thoughts on the comments, and we'd also love for you to jump over to AllEars.net, write a quick review of this attraction. You can review any ride you like on our site, and that helps others plan a better trip. Hey, if you like this video, click on that thumbs up. Be sure to stay tuned to AllEars TV and AllEars.net for more Disney news, fun, and stuff. And follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net. New to the channel? Check out our other AllEars videos right here. And please subscribe to AllEars.net. Clang the little notification bell so you immediately get notified when we post a new video. This is Chris for AllEars TV. See you next time.